Alright, Joe, what's up? Listen up. This is the complete breakdown. I had more time to think about the fight from yesterday. This is the next day right now. And let me let you guys know what I really think about this fight. So look at this fight, right? It was a close fight. Close fight. You really can't use the word robbery because robbery is something that's so clear cut and another fight takes the fight away. But when it's a real close fight, right, the words robbery, they're not good to use. I tell you what was a robbery: Mauricio Herrera, Danny Garcia. That was a robbery. Why? Because 99% people had fucking Mayweather winning. Had Mauricio Herrera winning, even the unofficial scorecards. So that's something you got to think about. Number two, let's look at this fight. I had this fight 115-113. So did Paulie Malignaggi. So did a couple of other unofficial scorecards at the side. And the judges had it 117-111, 116-112, and one judge had it 114-114 down the split. I think that 117-111, that's complete bullshit because I think Maidana won at least the first 5 rounds. But, you know, let's look at this. What happened in the fight? Basically, you had Maidana just really closing in, just keep throwing punches, coming forward, making this a dirty, rugged fight, and really pressing the action. So, if you look at it that way, about who pressed the action more, you can see Maidana being more successful in this fight. But if you look at who had really more effect, or who was more clean of a fighter, then it's Mayweather. Because if you look at the numbers, right, Mayweather landed 230 punches more than Maidana. Maidana landed 221. Floyd Mayweather threw fewer. He threw 426. Maidana threw 858. And not only that, Mayweather landed 54% over Maidana landed 26%. So if you do it by the numbers, Mayweather won this fight. And see, it looked like Maidana probably landed more because he was doing more work. But I keep telling people, look, Floyd was more precise. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Maidana because that's what Maidana needed to do. He needed to make it a dirty fight. But to really knock on the scorecards and say, you know, Floyd lost this fight, I don't think that's right. Because if you look at it a certain way, Floyd Mayweather won this fight. And he won it by actually a couple of good rounds. By 2 or 3 good rounds. But overall, Maidana did have success in this fight. More than I expected. More than a lot of people expected. And I want to see a rematch of this fight. But I'm going to tell you straight up, I still believe Floyd Mayweather won this fight. Doesn't mean I'm right. Maybe somebody else saw it differently. Other people see the fight differently, so I'm not going to knock anybody's opinion. So if you're going to, you know, sit there and, you know, write some bullshit like you don't know shit about boxing, why'd you pick Mayweather? You can't really do that because honestly, the last 3 rounds were wipeout for Floyd Mayweather in my opinion. I think from round 6 and on, it was all Floyd Mayweather. He was doing the more cleaner work and everything. Maidana kept still going to the body. And that's one thing that helped Maidana. He kept going to the body against Floyd Mayweather. So that's one good thing. But, you know, end of the day, look, Floyd Mayweather won this fight. I'm not disagreeing with the scorecards. Actually, I do disagree with 117-111. But I'm not disagreeing with the decision. I think Floyd Mayweather won this fight. But it could have gone either way. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. That, look, would I be pissed if Maidana won the fight? I don't think I would be pissed too much, even though I still think Floyd won this fight. But look, where do these fighters go from now? Where do they go from here? People are saying Amir Khan for Floyd Mayweather. That fight cannot happen in September. Why? Because Amir Khan's not going to fight in September. He practices Ramadan, and he's going to fight in December and then in May. So I think it just makes sense to have this rematch. Maidana's not going nowhere. So if they want, I think they should do this rematch, just so Floyd can clear out the doubters out there. And I think in the rematch, Floyd will win this easy. Why? Because another thing I realized, Floyd was not using his legs too much. He was standing there not using his legs too much. And look, when other fighters fought Marcos Maidana, Amir Khan, he dominated the first 6-8 rounds of the fight. Why? Because he was just hopping all over. He was using his speed, his hand speed, and then he was moving. He was moving around the ring. That's something I did not see Floyd do. He stuck at the ropes too much. And a fighter smart like Floyd, He should have never done that. That's all I have to say. But you know, everybody out there is saying it's a complete robbery. I don't think so. I think Floyd won this fight, right? Sure, it was too close. It should have never been this close. That's why I think he deserves a rematch, not because Floyd lost this fight. It's not a Castillo type robbery. But yeah, I think Marcos Maidana, if he does not fight Floyd Mayweather again, he should fight Keith Thurman. But you know, I wanted to see this rematch. And yeah, that's about it. That's my thoughts. Comment below and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. Break it down for me. Comment, you know, because I mean, this is the way I think. The way I judge this fight is who was more clearer in this fight and who landed bigger shots. And I think Floyd did bop. He kept Maidana in the back foot in the second half of the fight. Maidana wasn't coming in too aggressive like he was. He was still coming in aggressive, but not too aggressive. That's why I think Floyd won this fight by 2 rounds. I had him winning 115-113. But yeah, end of the day, it is what it is. It was a great night of boxing. There was a lot of people. The Khan fight was good. Boner, he was acting like a dickhead again, like he always is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you think Maidana won, you know, that's your opinion. I think Floyd won, and I want to see a rematch September. Let's do this.